All right, what's up, guys? Well, travel vlog for Santee, but we're still at Murray, aren't we?
Yeah, we don't have very far to go this week.
We don't. I think, what is it, an hour?
It's a solid whopping hour and 20 minutes, I believe.
Hour and 20-minute drive. So it's going to be a short travel vlog. But today, we are basically hanging out here at the weigh-in. We got all the stuff set up over here. Today's the final day of the Bassmaster. If you watched the series, you saw that we all made the cut, but we did not make the top 10. We all had a great tournament. The fishing was fantastic. I mean, dude, tell them about the fishing.
This place is unbelievable. Lake Murray is a healthy fishery. It's absolutely on fire.
Stupid. And Matt, he done called a dang biggin.
Call me old whopper.
Again. Big old whopper plopper.
A legit
Whopper.
Lake Murray
What did
specimen.
we say, 7?
7-11.
7, that's almost
Like
an
the
8
gas
pounder.
station.
We had, I had 56 pounds. No, 55. 55, and like 50. So we all did good. And crazy to think we caught all those big fish and didn't make the top 10, but this is how good this place is fishing right now. So if you haven't seen those videos, you got to go check them out. But we're going to do a little live TV action today. We're doing some bass live. We're going to jump on there and hang out a little bit. Then we're going to go back to the house and pack up and head over to the Clarendon Club at Santee. Practice starts in the morning. We do these back-to-back events, and I kind of like them because you just stay right in the groove and just go with it. And that's what we do. Tomorrow morning we wake up with Santee Cooper.
That's right.
Go look for heron spawn or something crazy, right?
Or 7-11s.
Yeah.
Why you laid back so far? Just chilling. Yeah, welcome back to Bassmaster Live, and I've got Scott Squared with me. Mr. Scott Martin and Canterbury, roommates on the road.
Scott went on a liver mush diet. Look, he had to order new shirts and everything.
All right, now we got to pack up. We got to put all this in the boat.
I need to change some stuff out.
Yeah, I got to put some 20-pound line on, some braid. Chatterbait? So you chatterbait?
Shad spawn, dude.
Oh, yeah.
There's gonna be a shad spawn.
Oh, yeah.
Lake Murray, this was a good week. An awesome fishery. But we're on to another good one, Santee Cooper. Looking forward to getting out there tomorrow.
All right, so we're getting out of here. Some great people right here. We just got through talking to them. They're trying to catch one. That was the first fish I found in practice right there. I thought it was about a 2.5, and then there's one up here that I think is maybe 3. And I never did come over here in the tournament. I didn't really ever need that fish. And so she's trying to catch it right now. So it'd be kind of cool if she did catch it. I'm like, I wonder how big it is. It'd be something if it's like a 4-1, but it's not. It's a small one. I think Canterbury came in here and actually caught that fish and had foul hooked it, so he had to throw it back. We're getting ready to head to the Clarendon Club at Lake Santee Cooper. And what a great week here. I mean, I just can't say enough great things about the lake, about the house here. Roger, thank you so much again for letting us stay here. So awesome, and we gotta go do it all again tomorrow. So we're gonna take off, dude. I'm gonna let Dylan drive the truck for just a little bit, so I can get on my phone and look at my maps and figure out a game plan for tomorrow, because we got to get up bright and early and do all this over again. So let's go. What's up, dude? Oh, by the way, we have an extra guest to this week. We're bringing in a new person to the team this week. I don't know if it's officially a new person to the team, but we're bringing in somebody really special. Check out who we have.
I'm just here for the CrossFit segment.
Yeah, well, I got dude.
You're gonna be sore then.
He's looking good,
I lost
isn't
the
he?
bet.
He's looking really good. How you doing? Chris Aldan, nice to meet you.
If he beat me, I told him I'd start CrossFit. On stage, I told him, I said, guys, if y'all see me lose my love handles and maybe start getting thin, don't start praying for me like y'all did Scott thinking he's sick. I said, I'm actually gonna be working out with him.
He said everybody in his church was praying for me, thought I was sick. All right, guys, so we are here at the Clarendon Club. And great people, by the way, that own this thing. We stayed here last year, had an absolute ball, great location. They've got a couple things going on here at the Clarendon Club. So they have a membership for duck hunting. That's a big deal for their business. Is a big duck hunting operation, as well as whitetail deer. So we're going to drop some links in the description. You can go online. You can actually become part of the Clarendon Club. You can get membership. They got a really good lake to fish. Lots of cool things here. So if you're in the South Carolina area, want a little vacation, they did a wedding here last year. Right before we got here, there was a big wedding they just got through with. So it's a cool little spot, plenty of room, a lot of history, and this is where we are going to be for the week. And lake's just right through the woods there. We'll get up in the morning, ride the boat a short little distance, and launch on Santee and get this thing started. I don't want to make too many predictions because I just don't really know the condition of the lake right now. But I think, you know, wacky worm on the cypress trees is a big deal for two reasons. Wacky worm's so good because if they're spawning, they'll bite it. And if they're post-spawn, garden fry on the tree, they'll bite it. So wacky worm is really kind of a pretty solid pattern. Like if you said to yourself, I'm just going to skip a lunker log all day long, that's just all I'm going to do is target trees and skip wacky worms, you stand a good chance of catching a big bag of fish. I know when we were here last year, spawn was full effect, kind of the first wave, and some of those biggest fish were reacting well to a jig. Some of the guys caught them flipping jigs around the cypress trees. So, you know, will that happen again? It probably could in certain places on the lake, but again, you almost stand a better chance of catching a big bag on a wacky worm because of the fact that you're going to catch some big post-spawn fry garters as well as some spawning big ones too. So that's going to be my main deal tomorrow, to be honest with you. That a speed worm could be a big deal, depending on, you know, how the shore grass is set up, because the fry garters will also, the ones that spawned on the banks away from the cypress trees and that grass, those fry will just hang out in the grass, and so those fish will attack there. And of course, there'll be some leftover spawners. So swimming a worm around a little bit, and then the X factor is going to be the shad spawn, and that's, you know, it's going to last a couple hours every day. But you know what's going to be kind of cool in the morning, and what I've noticed over the years is when it's cold out, shad spawn's not all that great. You know, it's kind of has to, you know, if it's at high pressure, cool mornings, it's not as good as a warm day. So. You know, I'm going to spend a couple hours in the morning looking for a shad spawn. And how you find the shad spawn is you easily physically see the shad, you know, frothing the surface along the shoreline against a grass line, or like maybe some big laydown logs, or sometimes a dock. Also look for birds. The biggest thing is look for those white birds, look for those egrets flying around in the morning. Wherever you see those things lined up along the bank or kind of flocking around, you know, that's a big deal. And if you get out there late at like 8:30 and you start to see, like, you see bird after bird flying from this direction over here, it's like the next morning you want to be over there somewhere, because they're coming from, they just got through feeding and now they're going somewhere else, and that'll kind of give you an indication there's probably something going on over there. And so that's kind of the 1-2 punch that I think I'm going to do. The other X factor for me is just trying to figure out what lake, upper lake, lower lake. I don't know. So I need to drop some maps on my units. I need to transfer my waypoints from last year. I got a lot of stuff to do actually, so yeah. All right, so now it's the time that so what I try to do is, over the years, I try to keep all my waypoints, so at least when I go back to a lake. So what I've done over the years is, like, I had all my waypoints for Murray, past waypoints over the years, cane piles, everything, and then whatever I found this time new, like good points and stuff, saved it on my card, and then deleted all my waypoints. So right now in my boat I have no waypoints. It's all on this card. It's here that I will also save and then email to myself and put it in Dropbox. So that way I have a file of that online somewhere. And then I am going to now go to my last year's Santee waypoints, which is not many waypoints, but I'm going to go ahead and do that because I had some markers that I ran and like some little shortcuts, and download those to my card, and then put the card back in my unit in the morning, and then upload those waypoints. So I'm also doing it, they have Active Captain, which is nice, so you can like look at different charts, and you can like look at all the different things here. You can do all your color shading, which is nice. So I'll spend a lot of time like in bed laying there just looking at things. Like you can see where the road beds are, you can see where the super shallow water is. You can kind of get an idea of migration, which is good. And then I'll also look at satellite imagery, like Google Earth and stuff. So between that and all the Garmin apps, it really gives me an idea. That's how we practice. Like, how do you show up these lakes? We can't get information, so I don't know, like, hey, nobody's telling me, like, there's a good spot over here. I have to just look at this and go, okay, you know what? I bet the fish spawned back in this bay a lot early. Now that the fish are probably getting closer to done, but they're still spawning, I bet some of these islands might be good. Or if the fish are migrating out of here, maybe if I can find a brush pile in this ditch, right? Think of all the fish that are spawning in all this area might post-spawn in this ditch area. So maybe I need to concentrate there. Oh wow, there's a road bed. You know, all these little things like that are really cool in these apps. So that's how we spend our evenings a lot. At least that's how I do it. Just pouring over information on maps. And so that's what I'm gonna do tonight. I'm gonna go to bed here in a minute, guys, and we're gonna leave you all with that. Travel vlog was a short one today. You know, we only had an hour and a half drive. So hopefully you enjoyed watching. Thank you so much for all that. And then we're gonna just pick it up where we were left off in the morning, getting up. Santee Cooper starts. So guys, be on the lookout for that next video coming your way. And thanks for all the support, guys. I'm going to bed. Love you.
Bam!